My name's Phil Stag, and I'm the mayor of the city of Kimmswick. Right now, we are hopefully I believe we've met the crest, and the water's starting to go down very, 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 very slowly. It's probably down about 2 inches from its maximum height. We have, right now what we've got is we're pumping water from a few leaks, which are minor considering the amount of water that we're talking about here. Also, we have people who walk the levees in the daytime and the nighttime. We have people who come in and man the pumps all night long, and they look for leaks. We find a few, and we bag them when we have to. We just want to make sure that we don't get anything that really starts to erode or do major damage to the levee, because then we could be in trouble. So we want to stay on top of it as much as we can. The levee where we're standing right now was about 5 feet high. There's a big hole in it. There's two open sections normally. One is for Windsor Harbor Road to go through and across the Windsor Harbor Bridge. Neither one of those are visible at the moment. We close that off, and at the other end of the street we close a gap that runs across some private property. All told, that gap is about 200 and some odd feet. Now, because of this particular flood, we had to expand the size of this levee. It's about 3 times the width it was, and over twice the height, if not more. And we had to work very rapidly. Early on, we started on Sunday, and it was very difficult to get materials, but beginning on Monday, we had truckloads and truckloads and truckloads and truckloads. And we've had quite a number of volunteers come down here. We've had people from the corrections department help us. We've had all kinds of volunteers from the local area who have a vested interest, either through their families in the past and so on, because Kimmswick is a very historic city. And we've worked around the clock. Right now it looks like we're not doing anything, and I'm very happy about that. We're watching. We're watching for leaks. We have every anticipation. I'm 99.9% sure that we're okay, but that little teeny percentage you never quite know. And we have some markings out on the railroad bridge that signify where we were in the great flood of '93. That was supposed to be a 300 to 500 year flood, and would never happen again, and all this kind of stuff. This flood right here is about 4 feet lower than that, and we've marked that on the bridge. This is the second highest flood that's ever been recorded in the city of Kimmswick. Actually, there were just a few leaks, but no physical damage to any of the buildings. We do have some of the older homes. There's one right next to us that's right next to the creek. It has a basement. Most of the homes do not have basements. Those that do have sump pumps, because there are water, and most of that's groundwater being pushed by the pressure. Under my home, for example, which is over my shoulder, I have a crawl space. My yard is full of water, but that's all groundwater seepage. We have not experienced, the water did not come over the levee. The water is coming through in a few places, but we've bagged that up, and we continue to work. We've got bags on both sides of most of this levee. And hope to hold it back. The Anheuser estate, that is actually was deeded to the city of Kimmswick. That is our property over there. We have and we work in cooperation. The board, the city of Kimmswick, works in cooperation with the Anheuser Trust, and we maintain that property. The other day, we got a crew over there from the Anheuser estate, and some of the people from the city of Kimmswick. We took all of the furniture and all the valuables and so on off of the first floor, and everything out of the basement, and moved it up to the second floor. We can't really get there at the moment, but my last look was And my hope is that it did in fact flood the basement, which does little or no damage because we pull out a lot of that stuff and turn off the electricity and so on. And I don't think it got to the first floor. I can't be sure until the water subsides that we go back and look. It did a considerable amount of damage in '93, but we're hoping that it didn't do much this time. Very, very hard, and we'd like to thank all of the people who volunteered to come down and help us, Sandbag and all those people who ran the bulldozers. It's been an around-the-clock effort by everybody, and we're just very pleased so far with how things have gone.